But the biggest mistake is change yourself and what you believe in to fit their agenda or fit their beliefs. Because now you are robbing yourself of yourself. You are lying to yourself. You only have yourself. You got to protect yourself. If you don't protect yourself, who will? If you don't respect yourself, who will? If you don't love yourself, who will? If someone doesn't fit you, keep it moving. It's okay. Because the worst thing you can do is lose yourself to gain someone else. What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sealz the Man. And on tonight's episode, I want every woman that follows me and doesn't follow me to watch this. This video will be about my 5 commandments on what love is and how you should treat love, how you should accept love, how you should give love, and the best ways to have love instilled into your life. I find it really unfortunate and sad on how a lot of our young ladies and older ladies and women in general are looking at love in today's society. A lot of women I see try to find love in men who don't give them the love that they deserve, right? I find a lot of women who use social media as a way to receive love, and the number of likes their picture gets, they feel like that's the best way to receive love. That's not real love. I see a lot of women who are in abusive relationships who stay in those relationships because they believe that abuse is a show of love from that dude. It is all unfortunate. And if you follow my videos, and if you don't know, I made this YouTube channel to put my 2 younger nieces on game to understand life a little bit better through the lens of their uncle, from a man's point of view. Because it's different to get a man's point of view. It's good to get a man's point of view. A good man, of course. And also for men, it's good to get a woman's point of view on life, right? We are both made of 2 parts, woman and man. Every man isn't 100% man, and every woman isn't 100% woman. We all got estrogen and testosterone in us, right? So in order to be whole, we have to understand both parts of what makes us us. So before I get into it, please subscribe. If you like my content, if you like my topics, if you like what I talk about, please hit that red box below this video box and subscribe. Share this video if you want to share it to your friends, or you think this will make an impact on someone else. Comment. I love engagement. I love hearing what y'all got to say. I appreciate your support. And let's get to it. The first thing I want every woman to know about love is to plant your own seed in your own garden before you start planting seeds in another man's garden. Tend your garden before you tend someone else's garden. Maintain your garden before you look for a man to build a garden for you. I want you to control your world first. I want you to build your own self-love first. Because the unfortunate thing I see a lot in our women and our ladies today is that they look for love in another man, in another person, in another thing, instead of building on the love inside of them. You see, when you have your own love, when you build your own love, when you build your own garden, as I use metaphorically in this video, no one else can take that from you. No one else can define love for you. No one else can alter love for you. No one else can blur the vision of love for you, because you know what it is. You know what it looks like. You know what it feels like, because you have your own garden, right? The garden symbolizes love, your love. And what does a garden have? A garden has multiple fashions and forms of love. Different types. Tall and short, girthy and skinny, red and blue and green. But it's all love. And it's okay if you don't have that abundance in your garden yet, right? We've all started at 0. None of us are perfect. I want you to start working on yourself. I want you to start working on your mentality. I want you to start working on your garden to prepare yourself for a love with someone else. Once you solidify your foundation, you won't need someone else's foundation, or you won't need someone else to build that for you. The most important love on this earth, humanly possible, is the love you have for yourself. Self-love. So first and foremost, please tend to your garden and don't expect someone else to build the garden for you. Because when they leave, if they leave, guess what happens? That garden is gone because you didn't build your own first. If someone was to ever leave you, you would still have your garden of love in abundance at the end of the day. Your love isn't dependent on someone else because you built it. That ain't never going away. That's going nowhere, all right? So let me get to the second thing I want you ladies to know about love from a man's point of view. Is to never, and I mean never, ever chase love. Actually, check out this video about never chasing love. I think you will like it. And the reason why I don't want you to chase love is because what's for you is for you. Your plan is already written out. You just have to stay on your path. Stay on your trajectory. Stay active in your passion. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being productive. Keep preparing yourself. Keep building your garden. Because love comes unexpectedly. Love comes when it's supposed to come. When you chase love, you get exactly what you look for. A lot of people who are out here chasing love, they chase themselves into a trap. Because guess what? Love doesn't run from you. The love that's meant for you will never run from you. You don't have to chase it. When love is meant for you, it is there. And the only way to get rid of that type of love that is for you, tailored for you, fit for you, is if you push it away. But the love that is meant for you is there. It is here. And you will know when it's here. But if you catch yourself running after somebody, running after some dude, chasing some dude, or even chasing something, chasing habits, bad habits, then that is not love. And most likely that is not the love for you. So this is what I want you to do. Stay active in your passion, in your calling. Because another thing with chasing is that you have less time to prepare yourself for love. You're spending all your energy and all your time chasing this thing that you do not have enough time and you haven't put enough energy into building yourself. So that when you do get this thing that you're chasing that you think is love, you're not even ready for it. Or you're just going to accept it. And you'll think whatever this is, whatever this thing brings, because you think it's love, you're going to accept it. And sometimes that comes in forms of abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse. Sometimes that can bring loneliness because this person don't want you. This thing don't want you, but you want it because you think it symbolizes love. So now you're alienated, you're lonely. And because you chase this thing, you feel like you can't let this thing go because you work too hard to get it. So don't chase. What's for you is for you and only you. You don't have to run after it. And the third thing, from a man's point of view, from Sealz the man's point of view, that I want you women to know about love, is that love can be confusing. It can fog your mind in judgment sometimes. It can make things a little weird and awkward. It can sometimes even make you uncomfortable if you're not familiar with it, right? But one thing love, after saying all those things, one thing love does not do is hurt you. Love does not damage you. Love does not leave bruises and leave you bleeding. Love does not leave you emotionally broke, because that is not a characteristic of love. Love is all about growth. Love is all about addition. Love is all about productivity. Love is all about enlightenment. Love is all about positive things, positive aspects. You see, a lot of you are confusing love with a mask of love. You know what I'm saying? You know how people can put on masks and act and talk a way that will please you, but behind that mask is their real truth, their authentic selves, the real them. You see, that mask is just a cover-up. It's just a makeup. It's just an embellishment. It is not who they are, right? So a lot of people I see, especially women, believe in the mask of love, but that's not real love. I see a lot of women believe abuse is a form of love. And I've heard it, and it breaks my heart, man. It does, because I've seen domestic abuse with my own two eyes growing up. It is something you can never forget, man. I beat you because I love you. I hit you because I love you. What? Let's just think about that. Love does not hurt. Love does not cause damage. When you realize you are in a situation or a relationship and you're being damaged, That is not love. Damage is not a trait of love. All right. So let me get to the next point. The next thing I want you ladies to know about love is that your definition of love ain't my definition of love, and my definition of love ain't your definition of love. Now let me explain. As I said earlier in this video, love is tailored specifically for you. Your love is your love. You can't share your love with people who aren't tailored for that type of love, right? Because you can look around and see, different relationships and successful relationships, and they do things that are great for them. But you're like, yo, I would never do that. That's cool, because that's not your love. That's not your type of love. That's not how you express love. And it's okay, because love comes in different forms and fashions and expressions. That's their love. So what is your love? What you shouldn't do is take everyone's definition of love because of that. And that includes me. I can never tell you what your love looks like. You have to find that out. You have to discover that. You have to take the time to discover that. So what I want you to do is to stop taking everyone's definition of love and making it yours. You know why? Because it is clouding your judgment. It is making you go further and further away from what love is for you. Let me ask you, what is your love? And you have to be honest with that, right? What is your love? And I don't want you don't have to tell me in the comment section. I want you to answer this to yourself. What does your love look like? What does it feel like? What do you want it to be? Are they wants or are they needs? Is it good for you? Will it benefit you in the future? Can you live without this type of love, right? Those are questions I want you to ask yourself, because a lot of us are in relationships and not in love. Let me say that again. A lot of us are in relationships, but not in love. Once you figure out what your love is, then you can move accordingly. Then you can go from there. Figure it out, because only you know what's good for your own heart. The fifth thing I want you women to know about love, right, from a man's point of view, is to never change your morals and faith to get into a relationship. Never change your beliefs to fit someone else. If someone can't take what you believe or your moral grounds, then that person isn't for you. And it's okay. Their puzzle piece doesn't fit your puzzle piece. Everyone is different. Every single person and being on this earth is unique to each other. And the most successful relationships are the ones who fit together, the ones who are compatible. If someone isn't compatible with you, it's okay. They're not for you and you're not for them. Cool. But the biggest mistake, the biggest sin you can do is change yourself and what you believe in to fit their agenda or fit their beliefs. Because now you are robbing yourself of yourself. You are lying to yourself. You only have yourself. You got to protect yourself. If you don't protect yourself, who will? If you don't respect yourself, who will? If you don't love yourself, who will? So never change your DNA to fit someone else, because then in that process, you lose yourself. Do you even know who you are now? And it sucks to be in that position, right? It sucks to be in that situation where you have to act like someone you're not, or fake the funk, fake a lifestyle because it pleases your partner or your man. That is whack. You can't live life like that, or you are going to waste it away and you're going to be miserable. If someone doesn't fit you, keep it moving. It's okay. Because the worst thing you can do is lose yourself to gain someone else. All right? I find this video very important. Because, like I said, growing up, I've seen a lot of women struggle with this concept. And I'm talking about relatives, people who were close to me, people I cared about, and people I loved. But even at that young age, I just felt something was wrong, man. Seeing women get beat, I always felt like that was wrong. Seeing women put all this makeup on and wearing revealing clothes to get the attention of a guy who doesn't even want to invest to her. I saw that so much. It was almost a norm. But inside, even though I was, less mature and young, I always just felt like, yo, that's wrong. It just feels wrong. And now that I'm older and mature and more experienced in life, I know it's wrong. But now I'm happy to be able to be that big bro for you, right? To be that male perspective for you, to tell you that, yo, if it ain't love, if it don't feel like love, then most likely it isn't. You don't have to chase love. Your love for you, that's meant for you, will come. If it ain't here already, it will come. To know the difference between a mask of love and a face of love is essential in your happiness, in your well-being, in your future of relationships. To build your own garden first, to build your own self-esteem and self-respect and self-love. That's so that when someone does come into your life and you want to have a relationship, he doesn't build that for you. You don't have to borrow or loan from his love, because you got your own garden. Someone comes with their garden and combines it with your garden. That is called abundance. That's what you want. Because you know why? Because it feels right. Listen to your mind. Listen to your spirit. Listen to your heart. If it feels wrong, then most likely it's not for you. It is wrong. You gotta listen. You gotta feel your spirit. You gotta have a clean temple to understand yourself and know what's right for you. Because if you don't, listen to me, if you don't, you will get played out by things that represent or symbolize love, but they aren't. All right, so I hope this video helps. Hope this video was a beacon of encouragement for you ladies out there and women. And, you know, man, I just want to help, man. I want to create the best ways to happiness from my perspective. And love is a big part of that, right? I'm sending my love to y'all, all my subscribers, because y'all send love to me back. Love it, all right? So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Love is love. Peace and blessings. Good night.